want to start out by getting to know you and looking around the room and finding out who's here and who's not here. So go ahead and raise your hand if you went to a preschool, an early learning center, even a daycare, any type of early learning center you went to before kindergarten. Okay, so a good number of you. Now I want you to know that in 2004, so about 10 years ago, 46% of 20% of kids were inadequately prepared for kindergarten when they received their kindergarten schools. So look around. Look to your left, look to your right, look in front of you, and look behind you. One of you wasn't prepared for kindergarten. So now look around and look at those of you who did go to kindergarten. Congrats! 93% of you who attended quality pre-K programs were better at problem-solving skills. They knew the letters of the alphabet. They were able to count and follow directions. They were less likely to disrupt class. And they were more sensitive with getting along with others and knowing their feelings as well. So early childhood education is not just beneficial in creating academic beginnings to lifelong learners, but there is also that important social experience that builds life skills, long-term benefits that extend into adulthood, and also the experience that children get prepared for that kindergarten experience. So the most important point here that we would look around and say as teachers is academics. Academics is always so important. So the theory goes that those who start behind typically stay behind. And that's proven. That's been proven through those who are entering kindergarten with an academic background without pre-kindergarten. On average, the children who attend a high-quality learning program gain 4 months to 1 entire year of learning. That was proven in Magnuson's 2004 study that he did. And it's funny that, parents who believe that they can teach at home found that the children actually need multiple learning opportunities to grow and learn throughout the home and school communities. So accredited preschools work on motor skills that include holding a pencil, throwing a ball. They work on listening, speaking, reading, writing, math, relationships, measurements, and patterns that help to solve and reason with their mind. They also demonstrate music, dance, art, dramatic play, awareness of themselves, their family, their school, their community, the country, the world, an appreciation for differences. Students use the scientific thinking to observe and record and explore and formulate and hypothesize, predict, and question the world around them. Question the world around them. So it is very, very, very important for these children to gain the confidence in these areas, such as math, where many of our students look and say, this is a struggling area for me. So this is great in reinforcing those concepts. Also, preschools don't just teach the academics. They teach the fundamental values that are functional for lifelong living: self-control, sharing, focusing, empathy, ways to participate and help others, honesty and compassion, respect for others, themselves, the elders. It teaches them good judgment, how to build relationships, and how to stay safe. These are all critical for going on in our lives. These are not just things that we could teach pre-kindergartners. These are things that we could teach everybody. And these experiences help to strengthen this commitment towards all these activities and create a positive attitude towards learning, leading these students to take better care of themselves, start independence, learn responsibility for their actions, and professional development skills. Earlier, these skills will prevent problem behaviors because these students are able to gain these skills such as schooling that are built upon initially and will go on to be built upon later in schooling. Many of you are familiar with the Perry preschool study, and they showed that we should reduce externalizing behavior problems by sending our children to preschool. So acting out in aggression, hyperactivity, low levels of timidity, and classroom engagement can all be developed in those preschool areas, and so it's very important. Also, as these are developed, they lead to our long-term benefits. And so not just looking at the here and now, the long-term benefits are very important. They found that for students who sought out that early childhood education, included greater attendance, they included higher graduation rates, lower crime, lower smoking rates, and a likelihood of having a professional career. This is so incredibly important for our children to have that professional career. Academic benefits found in the long term include improved school success, higher test achievements, lower rate of grade repetition, and higher levels of educational attainment. The life skills reduced delinquency and crime, reduced teen parenthood, and they were likely to have a greater pay. So they found that preschool children were 66% more likely to graduate from high school. Educare found that compared with 41% of children who had no retention and were not as likely to graduate high school and retain that. So what I'm trying to get at is the benefits of early childhood education outweigh any argument or myth. Early education leads to immediate academic benefits, increased social and emotional balance, and creates lasting impressions upon students. It is incredibly important that we push our students into that early childhood education and give everybody that fair chance.